This is the third of 3 tutorials on using Moodle to add resources. So in the last tutorial we added a section label and added 2 resources. I'm going to add a second label so we can start to develop this in a very organized manner. And so I'm going to choose label and click add. And I will call this section 2, and I'll call it resources. I can highlight it, change the font size, make it bold. If you don't see all of these tools, remember that this icon collapses many of them. Save and return to course. Okay, so I have a second section here. I'm going to add an entire folder this time. So you can add, if all of your resources are in a folder, you can add all of your resources at once. I'm going to move this out of our way a little bit. And here's my folder called Reports. To be able to drag it into Moodle, I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to Send to Compressed Zipped Folder. And now that is going to create another folder that is zipped. You'll have to look for that on your desktop. Okay, so now that my report folder is compressed, I can drag and drop it into Moodle. Now, it gives me some options. What do you want to do with the report zip file? Unzip and create a folder, create a file resource, add SCORM. I'm going to leave it on unzip files and create folder. And now get this resized for you and you can see how that's going to look. Here is the entire folder rather than a single resource. I'm going to keep with my organization and move the folder right. Now when I click to open this, you'll see that there are the documents that were inside the folder. So that's just another way of bringing resources in. We're going to work with one more simple static resource, and that's adding a URL. And we can do that the same way that we've done other additions. You can click here rather than drag or drop. And we're going to go down to the bottom and you'll see it says URL. So I'm going to add a URL. I'm doing these screencasts with a tool called Screencast-O-Matic. So I'm going to give you that link as if you were a student. Ooh, I think Screencast now O-Matic. And I'll say Screencast tool, which is free. And I'm going to paste my URL in and click Save and Return to Course. And now you can see that I've added a URL. So this is a nice place to keep websites in the same order with the resources that I've added. So that concludes the 3 tutorials on adding resources in Moodle 2.6 2014.